All right, Joe, thanks. Looking forward to that. The Tigers in Tampa, certainly one of tonight's top stories, and we'll have plenty of coverage from Florida to get you ready for Monday's national championship through the weekend. But we have a lot more to get to. A man opened fire in the baggage claim area at Fort Lauderdale's airport, killing 5 people, wounding 8 others. The suspect then taken into custody. The only son of the oldest victim killed during the Charleston church shooting testified today, saying his mother, Susie Jackson, was the heart of her family. Convicted killer Dylan Root faces the death penalty. 2 people are in the hospital after a shooting early this morning in the Socastee area. Horry County police officers were called to Weeks Drive to investigate. We have more details coming your way on all of those stories. First, though, we are spread out from Myrtle Beach to Lumberton to make sure you're ready for winter weather. WMBF News team coverage starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Michael Maley. Our top story tonight, the rain moving in now, but you need to know when this rain will change to sleet or snow. For that answer, we turn to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jamie Arnold. Jamie?
And Michael, if you're heading out tonight, no concerns for ice or sleet or snow. It's just a plain cold rain coming down for most of us. Temperatures across the beaches, upper 40s to near 50. Obviously no concerns here, but some spotty showers have been developing over the past few hours. Notice, though, we head inland. Temperatures are starting to drop now into the upper 30s to low 40s. 39 for Marion, 37 with a cold soaking rain coming down in Hartsville. These temperatures, though, stay above freezing as we head through the overnight hours tonight. That's a good thing if you don't want to see the snow or ice, because check out all of the moisture slated to arrive into our area as we head through the nighttime hours tonight. We've already seen snow and sleet around Charlotte, back into the upstate, snow, sleet, and freezing rain around Atlanta and as far south as Birmingham and Montgomery, Alabama. A big winter storm for our area, though. We're just on the southern fringe of it. So let me take you through the rest of the night tonight with future radar. Here we are right now with those temperatures dropping into the 40s, and watch this rain start to turn widespread and at times heavy, especially as we head towards midnight tonight. Temperature-wise, though, even well inland, we're to the mid to upper 30s, near 40 across the beaches at midnight. And then as we work our way into the pre-dawn hours on Saturday, the temperatures start to drop. And I've stopped the clock here at 7 o'clock. Notice the pinks beginning to show up here across Dillon County, into Robeson County, Marlboro County, maybe even extreme northern Horry County. Starting to see a little bit of sleet and some wet snowflakes mixing in. The beaches, though, still well above freezing, but even the Grand Strand has that risk of a couple of flakes flying around by midday tomorrow. Taking future radar through the rest of the day and tracking bitter cold to follow all this coming up in my full forecast.
Okay, Jamie, thanks for staying on that for us and kicking off our First Alert team coverage tonight. Weather preps are underway in the PD. Crews working on the roads first. Audrey Bisk is live at the SCDOT office now to tell us exactly what crews do to keep us safe. Audrey.
Michael, DOT crews have been out all day first, laying out a salt and brine mixture. And as the temperatures continue to go down, then a rock salt mixture will also be laid out, and that's to help melt the icy conditions. First on I-95 to help keep the ice and snow from sticking on the road, especially overnight. Then it's on to the primary routes like Palmetto Street and U.S. Highway 52. The tracks are routed to secondary roads after that throughout Florence County. SCDOT says as temps start to drop, bridges will freeze first. So David McLeod Boulevard and other bridges near the hospital are treated to make sure people can get to where they need to in case of an emergency.
All of the interstates in South Carolina are our top priorities to keep the traveling public safe. You can't stop people from out of state getting to where they're wanting to go, and we just encourage our local residents to stay in house and try to help us out by staying off the roads.
Especially in the dark, black ice will become even more of an issue. So SCDOT warns you that you may come across a road that they haven't been able to treat yet. I'm live tonight in Florence County. Audrey Bisk, WMBF News.
Thank you, Audrey. The South Carolina Department of Transportation ready for winter weather. Crews have already finished preparation of snow and ice removal equipment and have started pre-treatment of interstates and primary roads. 1,500 employees working on the preparations using 497 tons of salt, 13 tons of sand, more than 300,000 gallons of salt brine, and more than 200 pieces of equipment. The agency's customer service center opened this morning, will stay open during the entire weather event. DOT crews are in full swing in North Carolina also. In Robeson County, they've used 22,000 gallons of brine in anticipation of 2 inches of snow.
Starting tomorrow morning, you're going to have some pretty icy conditions. My advice to the residents is to remain indoors. Do not come out and get on the roadways unless you absolutely have to. we'll have our folks out with the de-icing operation. We'll be pushing what we can, but the conditions are going to be unsafe.
Around 4 dozen crew members are split into 2 12-hour shifts that'll start tonight at 7. There are 750 tons of salt available in Robeson County alone. Well, driving around this weekend could be dangerous with those wet and cold conditions, so Amy Lippman got some tips on how to drive when roads might be slick.
I rode around today with Trestle Driving School instructor Cynthia Mendenhall, and she told me that in these freezing temperatures, her biggest piece of advice is not to drive at all. That way you're not putting yourself at risk. But if you do choose to drive, slow down. She says most major accidents happen around 45 miles per hour in these kinds of weather conditions. She also says that you should increase the driving distance between yourself and the car in front of you. And if you do hit a patch of ice, do not panic. Don't brake or overcorrect. What you want to do is turn the wheel in the same direction that you're skidding. So if the back of the car is going to the left in the slide, you want to turn the wheel to the left as well. Remember that bridges and overpasses are more likely to be icy, so you're more likely to skid on those. Reporting live in Horry County, Amy Lippman, WMBF News.
Great reminders there, Amy. Thank you. The PDRTA canceling Florence bus services tomorrow. Commuter bus service to Myrtle Beach from Marion and from Lake City will still operate, but the return trip will be at least an hour early. Bus operators will make the return time announcement during the trips to Myrtle Beach. We're not just keeping an eye on travel on the roads. This is the departure board at MYR. An airport official tells WMBF News both arriving and departing Delta flights for tomorrow are canceled. American flights tonight and early flights tomorrow canceled also. The first scheduled American departure is tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Marlboro County Schools will operate on a 2-hour delay for staff and students next Monday. The district is anticipating wet roads and cold temperatures will make for a dangerous situation. Bus pickup schedules will be on a delay and buses will operate on all normal routes. Classes will dismiss at the normal time. Public schools of Robeson County will be on a 2-hour delay Monday also because of the expected extremely cold temps. Primetime morning care will also operate on a 2-hour delay. The district says extremely low temps can impact school buses. And we also know the Darlington County School District's Hartsville Strings Winter Concert scheduled for Sunday is canceled. We'll bring you any other delays, closures, or cancellations the moment we find out about them. University Housing in Coastal Carolina open now. It moved up the housing spring opening because of the winter weather. It sent that message out on Twitter along with this weekend schedule for on-campus dining. Hicks Dining Hall will open tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. It's going to get cold this weekend, and for those living in the town of Nichols, that is the last thing they need. The town's still struggling to recover from Hurricane Matthew. Many aren't back in their homes. However, as Josh Robertson tells us, there are some who say they are making progress.
Here at Town Hall, Nichols employees have been working nonstop to put their town back together, and I'm told some local businesses have even reopened their doors, which is giving the town hope.
And a lot's not coming back, not just us. We were fortunate enough to be able to come back, but a lot of homeowners, a lot of businesses aren't coming back.
After so much devastation following Hurricane Matthew and the floods that followed, people in Nichols say seeing the Sunny Mart reopen was a sight for sore eyes.
And we just opened back up Wednesday morning at 5 o'clock a.m. and the store was packed. We had people waiting outside to get in. It was just like a beacon light. It was like it brightened back up the town, and and when I saw that, it gave me chills, and it still does because it's been so devastating here. Sunny Mart is kind of like the hub of the community.
And the reopening couldn't have come at a better time with freezing temperatures on the way.
We're starting to get prepared for it. We'll be out of our typical bread, milk, and water. Going to put down salt for slippery, and just do what we have to do to prepare for it.
Mayor Lawson Battle says the town is making a slow recovery and hopes this winter weather won't set them back. Battle says there are currently only 24 people who are back in their homes since the hurricane and many still without heat to keep them warm. However, he says Nichols has proven to be resilient. Herring says her doors will be open.
Let's weather the storm and hopefully we don't get what we did with Matthew.
Now, Mayor Battles says local churches have been helping people here in the area with disaster relief, along with the surrounding communities and Marion County. And I'm told Marion will be having a warming shelter over the weekend. Reporting here in Nichols, Josh Robertson, WMBF News.
This winter storm has an impact well beyond the PD. We'll widen our view next at 6 to show you what it's doing across the southeast.